Hi, you all. Welcome. Let me just take that. Okay, yeah, I did an Earth sign reading. Yeah, I did an Earth sign reading. There's timestamps below. It's in the description box below. Yeah, so we're gonna do a fire sign reading. Okay. I was gonna do like pals, but then I was like, you know what? Since I want to use the tea leaf deck, I'm gonna do like a collective fire sign reading. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it here because I feel like there's a message. Okay, for all of you guys. So you guys have Gemini here, a two-faced friend. You have Dragon, beware of self-delusion. So you guys could be dealing with like a Earth sign here. Okay, you guys could be dealing with a Taurus because Taurus reading, yeah, you guys could be dealing with a Taurus or an institution or a married couple. But for the Earth readings, for the Earth sign for Taurus, Taurus was in a situation where they were dealing with a person and or a situation where that was not the right moto. They were looking for a sense of like, you know, brightness, okay? And they were attracting, let's just say, flies. Okay, you guys can also be dealing with a Virgo because a Virgo got caught up in some situation, and now that is out in the open, Virgos is like, Capricorns. So you guys can be dealing with like a Virgo or a Taurus or both. I'm definitely seeing that you're dealing with a Gemini. We have climbing towards success. Okay, so I feel like fire signs, I feel like Aries and Sagittarius, you guys are going through a situation where you're not really understanding, you're not really sure about a situation. I'm hearing a product. Okay, too, you guys can be dealing with a product here or a routine of some sort. So you can be dealing with an institution. Maybe you are an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm seeing something about like a system. There's something about like a system. I'm also getting deja vu. At the end of the day, I see that you're dealing with a person and or situation that's intentful. And you're either being gaslighted or there's something happening to you. And you're trying to get somewhere. You're trying to get to the top here. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, why every time I'm like about to, or I'm having a great day, you pop up. You pop up in my mind. I get a text message from you. If something is like, it's coming off either too coincidental or it's coming off like you're here and you're just there and I'm trying to get somewhere. You know, like it's there. It's right there. Okay, we have, yeah, opportunities are waiting for you. You guys could be dealing with an African American guy here, or this is a dark skinned person, somebody who has complexion, like melanin. Tears of personal sorrow. I feel like this is also jealousy because you got the golden egg. You got something really special, something that could really help you out. And this person, they never had that or didn't have that. Okay? I feel like this is one of those situations where you do need to like understand that you have something or you're in something that is causing someone or something to feel a little off. It's a little off-putting. Okay, and I feel like you're squinting or you're just like not really worried about it, but every time something pops up, you're just like, okay, you know, something like that. And I feel like this person is getting triggered that you're not taking them as serious. Something about a September Virgo. Okay, this is definitely somebody who is out there. Okay, September Virgos, this is they be out there. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who feels lack in their life. And I'm getting like this is a situation and a person that feels triggered. okay? Because you're getting used to some type of pattern or used to some type of outburst with them, okay? There's a used to energy. And with haste, I care, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Key successfully outcome to your problems. So you end up receiving something, you end up getting an opportunity, or there is access to something that you've been trying to receive or obtain. Yeah, because definitely this person was in the way. They were definitely in the way, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos. Okay, we have vitality, get a move on it. Yeah, you was ignoring the energy. Okay, I'm transfused with universal vital energy, which refreshes my spirit and carries my soul. You are like, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna make sure I keep it shaking, baking, you know, moderation. You're saying constantly no, tolerance, right? Be generous here. You're killing this person and or the situation with kindness. I mean, plenty here. Be open for great things. My happiness is within me. Or my happiness is, yeah, within me. You're just like, whatever that was. Yeah. And you're moving forward. If you didn't know, this person, they do want something from you. I'm also getting people are talking about you. Okay, with the Eight of Wands here, people are talking about you. Something about emails, something about text messages, something about the way how you move, people seeing you. Okay, they definitely are taking an interest or want to see if you're interested. Okay, there's definitely something about like watching you, seeing if you're interested, seeing if you're not interested. You're just honestly in this energy of like light work. It's like light work. Okay, whatever the Page of Wands is, I feel like this is like a lack of interest or something that's becoming of an interest. I feel like other people are realizing something before you're realizing something. Okay. What are these people realizing? About fire signs. What are people realizing about them? I'm also getting like you guys are pushing away a two-faced person by tapping into this energy, by doing this here. Family issues here. Over energy, we have flirt here. So this is about like you coming around towards your family, you like moving on from problems with your family or something like that. Yeah, heart-to-heart conversation, keeping it lighthearted, keeping it, you know, slow, keeping it just like, you know, there's plenty to go around. Like, there's no limitations. I'm not about that bullshit. Like, I'm moving forward. That's not my business. Now I am feeling like there is a grudge that you are holding on to. So whatever you're feeling a grudge about, you need to let that go. Because you ain't going to get this opportunity. Is somebody just going to continue being up in your face, smiling in your face, and then talking shit behind your back? Okay? But as we speak right now, they like, oh, you the person that planned the party. You the person that like, you know, or somebody plans a party with you, or y'all go wild, y'all go have a great time, and you know, it is what it is, okay? While either this person is still with you, this could be a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn here, they still smiling in your face, and they really can't say shit behind your back because you're not even really talking to them like that. You're not even talking to them like that. Like, I mean, this person is weird. They wanted something from you. I want to know what they wanted. Because I feel like some of you guys don't know that they wanted something. You was just like, why is this person so feisty? Why this person was like, what? They got issues with family? Like, I know they're my son. I know they're my daughter. I know they're my best friend. I know, like, we grew up together. We're neighbors, or we work in the same work area. But, like, it's just a lot of animosity with this person with you. Like, they really be doing the most. It's like, what's the fucking problem? What do they want? Okay, we have action here. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am something about a roach could be significant here. Like this person didn't like that they have bugs crawling around on them or they had insects on them. They was like, fuck out of here. They did not like that shit. They feel like if you cared about them, you would have cleaned your house or some shit like that. And they probably felt like, you was cleaning or you was doing what you got to do here, but they like, okay, but you cleaning, you doing what you got to do here, but you sending all them bugs and all that shit right back to me. Like, yeah, they like, that's what they feel like you just did not, you wasn't thinking for the village. You was thinking about yourself here. But the way how you see it is you like, okay, well, if nobody in the village is doing nothing, then I got to step up and do something. And if I'm talking to you, I'm waiting for a command, nothing's happening, so I got to step up and be the bigger person. And me stepping up being the bigger person is I got to do for myself here. And if you want to follow, you want to follow. If you don't want to follow, you don't want to follow. That's in my business. But you sitting up here talking to me, doing all this shit to me, being two-faced, being delusional here. And I mean, like, hey. Like, what you want me to do? So you really can't go back and forth, and I see that you're not going back and forth with this person. Okay, action here. They wanted you to take action on them. They wanted you to be not all about them, but they want you to like include them in your plans and the way how you moving in life. Like you're moving like they don't even exist. I listen to my heart. My desires to manifest light transforms test into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. I feel like, y'all be moving a lot. Y'all be moving a lot. Y'all always like bringing in vitality. Y'all always doing something. Okay, Six of Cups energy. Ace of Wands energy. That's the second time a Wand energy is in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands in reverse here. You see, y'all not worried. I don't know what the Ace of Wands is for y'all, but the Ace of Wands usually comes in when, like, I know I say y'all was doing a lot, like y'all moving a lot, because Wands is about moving and doing a lot, right? But the Wands is in reverse, okay? So y'all not really about like sex and, creating things, discovering new things, right? Moving around a lot. Like, I see that whatever this is, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like whether this was on purpose or maybe you didn't know, I feel like you didn't do that because you knew that if y'all was to do a lot here, y'all would have to invite this Gemini or this Earth sign, this Gemini or this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So in moderation, you was doing certain things to tell this person like, oh no, I'm not gonna go hang out with you, but you'll keep a certain like momentum or a certain like base where it's like, will show this Gemini or this Taurus or this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that, they made it in your heart essentially or basically, okay? And I see that it's just looking like, it's looking a little like, you and this person was conversating. I'm not gonna lie, you and this person was conversating. That's what it's looking like. And, this person didn't make it in and they're mad that they didn't make it in. But it's also at the same time, maybe this person didn't see that you was in this moderation energy with them, like trying to, see if you made it in with them. And this person's still going back and forth on whether, you should have took action, and you're looking at them and you're just walking past the situation because you're like, at the end of the day, I did test you. It's not my problem that you didn't figure out that it was a test, like, and I see with the Wheel of Fortune, you guys with the Knight of Wands here, you guys are not about to go back and forth. You're not enthusiastic. You're not like, you're pretty serious about like not taking action towards this person. Like you're like, I'm not doing that with you. Like you said no. And I'm seeing that because you said no and you're for real about that and you said no at the right place at the right time. This is why you're having access to whatever you're having access to, whatever you wanted. That's why you're having access to it. Six of Cups is an interesting energy. Like, I feel like this is something that you wanted to do ever since, Six of Cups is Maybe you wanted to do this to this person when they was a kid. Okay, this person like fucked you over when they was a kid. Maybe this person, you want to do this person when this person had a child, or when you had a child, when you first had a child, you saw the baby, this is what you wanted to do because you knew that the child would come out to be this way. You knew that being this person's mother or father, or this, being, this person being your dad or your mother or whoever this person is, say your employee, your manager, you knew that this person wanted more and that they would have a hard time. I don't feel like per se like it was hard for them to pick up like what you were trying to say. I just feel like you just knew that they was emotional and you was just like, I'm not doing that because I don't want to be any emotional. I don't want to be in this loop. I want to continue moving. I want to continue going forward. And if you can't get there with me, if you can't, be emotionally mature, have a level headed, then that's it. And I just see that this Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is going back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, I really don't care. I'm not doing that. Okay. Looks like somebody wanted to get in your circle, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and someone couldn't get in your circle. You can't get in your circle. So I actually had somebody too, like this person, I was talking to this person, and to make a long story short, like we were not on the same page, and I was engaging with the person, and I was like, okay, so you're coming to me about this, here, but then you're moving this kind of way. It was really weird. It was really uncomfortable to me. So what I decided to do, I decided to be like, okay, first off, I don't deserve this. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to go in a situation where, you're taking basically your anger out on me. So I'm going to step back, and when you come out of that vibration, that frequency, then we can talk. Whether he makes that decision to, whether he or she makes that decision to come back and, have more vitality in the situation here, then that's on him. That's on her. Listen, I'm not making any moves, right? But, there's nothing I could really say or really do, you're just, sometimes when you're very emotional or when you're in your emotions or you're in a deep thought, like it's pretty hard to see. Right? And then you get into this dragon energy, self-delusional energies, okay? So you can't really go back and forth with somebody who's like in that deep thought and they're talking to you because they're very tunnel vision. And I feel like that's exactly what the situation is with you and this person, or you in the situation. Okay, let's get an exit card. I feel like you guys, you're just shocked that this person or that the situation was like, in a tunnel vision energy, because you just felt like this person was ignoring everything that you were saying and just focusing on one sentence, one word with you. You were just like, what? Like, I just gave you 1, 2, and 3, and you're over here like, what? Now the thing is with y'all, I do feel like y'all do this here, but then y'all always say no to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like that's not fair. Those of you who are connecting with this, I really feel like that's not fair. And I feel like that's what this person is saying too. And they also have a feeling that you're doing stuff like that, which is why this person was like, okay, take action on me and let me see what's wrong with you. Okay, because if you're saying no to everybody, then maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe you're not getting outside of your comfort zone. Maybe moderation is not your thing. You do need to initiate. Maybe you did try, but maybe you did try, but yeah, I'm definitely getting, you're not really here to be a client or go to therapy or go to counseling. You're just like, I'm gonna go off and I'm just gonna go have my opportunities and that's it. That's your mindset right now. Let's get an exit card. I feel like your energy is a little off-putting here. Because I'm not going to lie, for some of you guys, you kind of drove this person crazy. I'm not going to hold you. And I think you know that. And you're like, well, it's not my fault. Like, I didn't mean to drive them crazy. But you're very detached, okay? Whatever this person did with you or did to you here, they're very emotional. I do get that. But you know, this is a type of person and or situation where the more you're detached, the more the emotional they get. And I don't know how, like, I don't know what your relation is with this person and or situation, but but yeah, I'm not really sure like if that was healthy or entirely good. Okay. But I mean, you're happy, you're great. This person, they do need to calm down. They do need to calm down. Okay, and see that you are going through some stuff and you are trying to just you're just trying to take a breather and just relax and live your life. You know, I don't know what's going on with you, but there is something I feel like you give off an energy where you've been through a lot and you just want to sit on a bench and just like think about everything. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Just think about everything and just like relax, you know, and this person's telling you to get up and they're telling you to do this, and you're just like, oh my God, like, no. Like, no. Some of you guys, I feel like being a home attendant and having a patient that is not as like demanding would be helpful for you. Like someone who's just, you know, who's okay, you know, but who needs help here and there, and who you can sit with and watch TV with, cook and clean. Like it's giving that kind of energy, that kind of vibe. But I feel like once you get out of this energy, you will go work maybe out of movie theaters. Okay, you will go maybe you'll go like find new people to hang out with, and I feel like you can get married. I feel like you can do all of that. You know, you just gotta find it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys, okay? Because I feel like your journey is about you going through that, you know? So you gotta get yourself out. And you and this person, you and this situation, and we're both here, are very connected. It's just that you're not as emotional. And you're not as emotional, but you gotta get there. And some of you guys may even come back and be like, you know, hey, I want to, you know, help you out. But I feel like you don't really want to help them out, because at the end of the day, you will say the same thing that I'm saying to you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, because I can tell you, and when you get there, you'll be like, oh, okay, I already have it because so and so told me. You will feel accomplished. It's a big accomplishment figuring this out on your own. It's quite easy. All you got to do is calm down, right? And know thyself. Know to say no, know to say yes, and move the fuck on. That's the situation. Okay, exit card here, we have the right path. Love is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. Okay, I think I'm going to do a collective reading for Earth signs too as well. I feel like this was a lot, like really enjoyable as well, instead of doing a pick a card reading. So I think that's going to be like a thing. But you know, who knows? Whoever's in the mood for whoever. Whatever we're in the mood for. Alright, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look in the description box below to see what I have to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.